All right, keep your volume on. I'm not going to play any music, but I will speed up the video. I'm not going to trim it. I want to show the entire drive so you can get a feel for the road conditions in Mexicali. On this day, it was a Sunday. I drove up from San Felipe on Highway 5. It's a really nice highway. And as you can see, the road surfaces are all pretty good here. It's easy driving. This is south of the city proper, south of Mexicali, and we'll be going north into Mexicali through the city and to the west border crossing into Calexico, California. This is all just kind of urban sprawl. There's some housing developments, a lot of small shops, hotels. Traffic was pretty moderate on this day. I've gone through before when it's really light, which is nice. I'm driving a pickup truck with a cab over camper on it, so it's not a super small rig, but there's plenty of space to maneuver on this road, especially with the three lanes. So you can see the signs for Calexico, and I always download Google Maps. This is an important interchange. You want to stay left. If you do go right, you can reconnect, but it's easier if you stay left. And yeah, download Google Maps offline, save your maps, save your directions. Then you don't need service. You won't eat into your data. Makes it really easy to get around, and it's pretty accurate. So pretty soon here we'll start getting into some heavier traffic. There's some shopping malls. We're kind of in the city now. Still easy driving. Everything's signed really well. You can see the signs for Calexico. Plenty of places to get gas if you need it. Sometimes it's cheaper in Mexico. It's a good idea to fuel up before you hit the border. And if you're low and the border's busy, you really need to fuel up because you can be stuck there for hours. The one issue with Google Maps is it wants to lead you into the Sentry lane, and if you don't have Sentry, you definitely don't want to enter there. What you want to do is get along the border fence to the east of the crossing, and you'll drive west and parallel that fence, and it'll take you directly into the crossing. So you'll see, I actually will make a wrong turn right near the border, but I'll get to that kind of parallel road, and I'll find a spot where there's a point of entry. It can be backed up a ways, so you might have to trace a road that parallels the fence back a ways. It's a one-way road along the fence. If you go another block inside of the fence, you can parallel it, and you can see where the line ends, and then you want to hop in there. So here we're getting closer. This is where I messed up. I was supposed to go up farther. Not a big deal. It actually kind of helped because it was a lot busier than I anticipated. So it kind of backtracked me a ways to where it was actually easier to get in line at the border. So now, just to be safe, I pulled over and check my maps, make a quick game plan, figure out where I'm at. Not a big deal. And you can see the border fence there. So if there was a line there, you'd want to take a right before it, and that way you could trace it back to the end of the line, because no one's going to let you cut in line. There's a lot of jostling for position, but there's space here, so I'm just going to go right up to the fence. There's a lot of traffic. I'm going to take a left. So I'm east of the crossing right now. And you see the RV lane. I have the cab over, so I hopped in that lane. If you're in a big rig, towing a trailer or anything like that, you want to be in that lane. It is pretty narrow once you get close to the border. I think the east crossing has more space. It's better for bigger rigs, but my cab over is not too bad. Now, this is a Sunday afternoon. It was really busy. I was in line for hours, really hot. My AC was out. Make sure you have gas. Make sure your AC works. Take some small bills. You see all these vendors out here. Eventually, I bought some drinks and snow cones and things like that. I think it was 3 hours on this day. This is a Sunday afternoon. Again, I'm not going to trim it so you can see the whole thing. Rather than cut it out, I'll just speed it up to 10 times the speed, and it's still going to take, a few minutes, better than a few hours.